Well, my name is Mignon Mitchell, and I've lived in South Australia all my life, and I'll be 96 in October the 8th, on October the 8th.
I'm Nancy Aylmore. I live at the War Vets, and I get very good care here, and I've been here for about 8 years.
Oh, my name is Winifred Wood. I was born in Yorkshire, in England.
I come from the country up north, and I've lived in Adelaide for a number of years now, but I am a country person, or my family from the country still.
I'm a born native, and I was born on Kangaroo Island.
I'm from Victoria, and I came down to here in 1968 to do crane driving. Before that I worked on the waterfront, unloading and loading ships for 20 years.
Mainly music. I love art. Any art I love. I like ballet, opera. I study music and I was learning opera.
We lived up north, right in Water Ranges, and we had to be sent away to boarding school at grade 7, but we had correspondence up until then. So we were all sent off to school at a fairly young age and were boarders, yes. Oh, it was good. We enjoyed the property. We loved our ponies. Daddy would take us out mustering. We loved all that far better than doing our schoolwork.
I was a late teenager, the Second World War started, which gave all the single girls a wonderful time. All the Americans came to Australia, and there were single men, and there were dance clubs, and we entertained soldiers we didn't know who come into the country. So that was a good, really a good teen life entertainment. Although there was a war, we weren't involved in it. We just had the soldiers here.
So I was only first grade 1 when peace was deserted. And I was had a half a day holiday at school. It was a little English school that the parents all put in, and they built a hall at the school and used it for church.
I used to, this is funny, I used to sell newspapers, and they had, in the suburb that I lived in, they had the Seamen's Mission, which all seamen from overseas would come and have a cup of coffee, and so what I used to do is let the American soldiers read a little bit and charge them a penny. And then I would sell the same paper for tuppence, 2 pennies. And the same with the troops and things like that. So I was making more money on the side than I was getting wages.
Nelson Eddy used to sing in the films. I liked him, and I thought he was handsome. I like anybody that could sing or play, and Yehudi Menuhin. I loved him.
We used to wear long evening dresses with her. And it was right down at the Penil, which is a beach suburb. And a young man came up and said to me, I'd met him before, would I go down and meet his mother? His mother wanted to meet me. And I had to go on the back of his motorbike. So, being young and stupid, I said, oh yes. Yeah. That was a funny experience that happened. And I was brought back on the back of the motorbike with my long evening dress, and it's not easy to sit on the back of a bike with a long frock, careful of wheels and things. But
Dear courage, dear. Hello, you see that? I don't need a caricature.
Most of those properties they would sort of build a few rooms, and when we got a bit more money, they'd build it. It was a big place because we'd have governors and jackaroos and men working. You know, you had to have a lot of rooms to cope with everybody. I think there are about 30 people on the place working on, doing different jobs, you know, dam sinking or doing whatever, mustering cattle or sheep or whatever had to be done. It was good working with the cattle and the sheep, yes. It was hard work, but it was, yes, we enjoyed it.
We used to, we bought some suits at the tailors, and they were, you might laugh at this, they were all, the suits were brown with a yellow shirt. No, they were brown suits with, what they used to call them, action back. They had splits in them like that on the back of the jacket or coat. And then we wore yellow socks and a yellow tie. And there's 40 of us, and it's not always 40, but a lot of us used to go out dressed like that all the time. It was all in the days when you was young and you didn't care.
When I was about 4, my sister was 4 years older. I had curly hair, blonde hair, but my mother used to put them in curly cues, as they were called at the time, horrible little things. But you wound your hair around them and like that, like a little wire covered with material, and then it was closed over the little curl and allowed to dry while you slept. And it was very uncomfortable to sleep on. And then the next morning when it was dry, she took the curly cues out, and I would have curls like Shirley Temple, which she liked very much.
We always loved going out with Dad. Whenever he wanted to take us, we always very happy. Because we weren't near a school, we had correspondence school. You know, the lessons would be sent out once a week. And any excuse to get out of doing them, of course, we'd go out in the paddock with Dad too. We'd get out of doing school rather than to go out.
I think I was full of mischief because I was a born mimic, and everything that my sister did when she used to be practicing the ballet, yours truly did it. It was like having a little mimic there, you know. And I remember she was one occasion, I'll task it, I lost my yellow basket, and if that basket can't be found, I'll tie a ring about my arm and task it.
I tell you what we used to do. I had a leather jacket with Triumph written on the back, and then I had a white scarf and a comb down your flying boots, so that when you pulled up you could comb your hair. We had no motorbike helmets in them days, none whatsoever. And 1, 2, 3, 5 of my friends got killed on motorbikes, and there'll be more than that, maybe about 6 or 7.
Oh, if it rained, wild exciting because the creek had run, the dams would get filled and we'd had plenty of water. Because once they filled, they lasted a long time, but you didn't get much rain in between times to work it out, so that was great.
I think one of the worst days was when they dropped bombs and oh, excuse me.
That's alright.
And the whistlers, when they came down and they whistled and they were boom, you know. And every window in the house broke. Every window it broke. It shook the house and every window broke.
My father punched me across the double bed once when I was about 14, and I said, "You'll never do that again." I never spoke to my father for about 10 years, 11 years.
Yes, my father was rather Jewish, amazingly enough. He came from Sheffield in England. He came up to Australia and met my mother as a dance at the St Peter's Hall and married her. And she was a lovely, lovely looking woman with reddish gold hair.
I think we came from Spanish heritage, and Mum was always. I used to laugh at Mum because when she was in the kitchen cooking her feet, it was as though she was doing the Spanish dance. She'd be pumping her feet dancing, you know, and she was very bright and cheerful, and she used to sing a lot, you know. She loved music.
I've got a carer that comes around, and she comes from Nepal. And she asked me would I be her Australian grandfather. So every time she sees me, she said, "Grandfather, are you all right?" And I said, "Yes, granddaughter."
I think that one of the biggest problems with age is hearing.
Really?
You'll notice most people in there are deaf, or you can't. It's understanding, and we have quite a lot of people that hear that have accents, which is hard for you and hard for us to follow.
Everybody was very close together. Everyone knew one another. And today it's completely and utterly different. Everything's changed now. So it was better in the old days to people my age. It was better in the 1950s and 48s and that than what it is now. We didn't have any of them stupid damn drugs and stuff like that. And you made your own fun.
I think unless you really know what you want to do, I think it's a good thing to try a number of things out to find out if that's the way you want to go or not, because you sort of have the idea, I'd love to be a doctor, or I'd love to be a dentist or something, but you've got to try several things out to sort of get where you really, where the best way for you to go.
Was to go to school and learn as much as possible, because you need it when you leave school, go to university.
Follow your dream and see it through. Whatever you decide to do, you can do anything if you apply yourself and set your mind to it, and you just give it your best shot, and you can't do any more than your best.
I would say just keep on trying, even though you think you're no good, but with practice you will be good, you will enjoy life. And my advice is to always be kind, especially at school. If somebody looks a bit lonely, or here even when somebody new comes and they don't know where they are. You just be very kind and ask them about their life, and then finally they will tell you more and more about themselves. Yes.